We are down to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA men's basketball tournament last night. Derek Queen hit a fadeaway jumper at the buzzer as Maryland beat Colorado State 72-71 in a second-round thriller. For more on that March Madness moment and all the other games from this weekend, we cross over to CBS Sports HQ college basketball insider Adam Finkelstein. Adam, some are saying Derek Queen may have traveled as he ran to the basket. What's your take on that?
I thought it was a clean play. I thought it was a wrong-footed floater, which is more of an advanced move, and it can look like a travel. But the reality is, if you're the official, you do not want to blow the whistle and call a travel there because it takes away from the theatrics that became that shot. I mean, he's got the sports world buzzing this morning after banking in that game winner.
And we know there is some theatrics to the game. Duke coasted to victory over Baylor. Who do the Blue Devils face next, and what should their opponents be looking out for?
Well, I think with Duke, you have the hottest team in the country. And the key variable to know with the Blue Devils is that Cooper Flagg, who is their best player and widely presumed to be the top pick in the upcoming NBA draft, that he was sprained his ankle in the ACC tournament. So his status was unknown coming into the tournament. But the fact that he looked so healthy and that Duke has been absolutely dominant, I think they have been the best team. Now, in order to win a national championship, they're first going to have to get to San Antonio. Their prime competition is widely perceived to be Auburn. Florida is another team that is going to pose a legitimate threat. So I think the Blue Devils, though, are the most impressive team coming out of the first weekend of the tournament.
Well, I was going to mention Florida because that's another team people have going all the way. And they trailed for most of the second half against UConn, only to rally in the end and win. How did the Gators pull that one off?
Well, it was all about Walter Clayton, their star guard, who actually began his college career playing at Iona for Rick Pitino for 2 years before transferring back to his home state of Florida to play for the Gators. And he made a couple of very big shots down the stretch. Give UConn credit, the two-time defending national champions. They made it a game down the stretch, and it came down to just the very final possessions. But Clayton was able to make big plays, in particular a pull-up three on the right wing, whereas Florida also locked UConn down defensively, got 3 straight stops. And when you're in a one-possession game in the final few minutes, that's all it takes. The Gators march on, and UConn's quest for a three-peat ended last night.
And on the women's side, defending champ South Carolina actually trailed by 1 point at halftime before eventually beating Indiana 64-53. What do you think it will take for South Carolina to win back-to-back national titles?
Well, I think utilizing their depth and athleticism is going to be a big key, but this is widely perceived as a wide open field, at least relative to the top teams in the country of USC and UConn in the same bracket. They're headed out to the West Coast next season for a chance to make it to Tampa. So this is going to be a wide open Final Four. Obviously, Dawn Staley is building a dynasty there at South Carolina, but this is not going to be an easy path to their latest national championship.
So much good basketball happening right now, and Adam Finkelstein gets to see it all. We appreciate you joining us with those updates. Thanks, Adam.